Hi, I'm Dave from Empress Effects, and I'm at Music City, Canada to talk about the ParaEq MKII and the ParaEq MKII Deluxe. These pedals were released in December of 2022. They're successors to our original big box Empress ParaEq, and the response to them has just been tremendous. A parametric equalizer has two important advantages over a traditional graphic EQ. The first is precision. You can dial into the exact frequency or frequency range that you want to control. The second is that you can have really smooth, wide curves, which sounds really natural, really transparent, and it brings out the best in your instrument's tone. Both ParaEq MKII pedals have 3 parametric bands that let you boost or cut by up to 15 dB of gain. You can also set your bandwidth per band, so you choose how wide or how narrow a frequency range you want to control. On the ParaEq MKII, there's a 3-position switch per band for normal, narrow, or wide. And on the ParaEq MKII Deluxe model, that bandwidth is fully variable per band. The ParaEq MKII Deluxe also adds these 4 filters at the bottom. There's a high-pass filter, a low-pass filter, and a low and high Baxandall shelving filter. These just have really wide, gentle curves, so they're really transparent, musical, and smooth. The pedals also have up to 30 dB of foot switchable boost. A big advantage of the ParaEq MKII pedals is that they operate on a standard 9-volt power supply that requires 300 milliamps, but they step the voltage up internally to 27 volts for a lot of clean headroom. This is really close to rack mount studio equipment, so that means you can provide a lot of clean gain to your signal. There's an advanced configuration mode on the pedal, which is accessed by pressing and holding both foot switches as you power the pedal on. The LEDs will light to indicate that you're in the advanced configuration. When you're in the advanced configuration mode, pressing the bypass foot switch will toggle between whether the pedal operates in true bypass or buffered bypass. And pressing the boost foot switch will toggle between whether the boost activates independently of the EQ or whether it only processes the signal while the EQ is active. In this case, I've got it set so that the boost will only process signal when the EQ is active. So here is my regular clean tone. And now I've got some EQ and boost dialed in. So the ParaEq MKII and ParaEq MKII Deluxe can handle any tone shaping need, whether you need precise surgical correction or broad, gentle sweetening, and you should come down to Music City, Canada to check the pedals out.